Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm Acacia Courtney. Happy Friday. Thanks for joining us. We have 10 races coming up today, another 2-year-old race on tap, and some really solid turf races a little bit later on today as well. Without further ado, let's get right to those track and weather conditions.
The Friday card begins with beautiful weather conditions for horse racing, a fast main track, a firm turf course, a sunny sky, and temperatures in the 80s here today. First of 10 over the turf at 5 furlongs, maiden claimers in for a price tag of $25,000. Scratch the 3, Honey Hearts, a field of 7. First race favorite was number 4, Our Little Secret. Racing at Gulfstream. Veering to the outside, there was Little Hidden Gem. Warres off balance momentarily, but the favorite, Our Little Secret, bounces away well to take the lead. Up on the outside, Love and Lemons is now second. Gap of 3 to Mo Madness, who comes away third. Bright Venezuelan is out of there fourth. And back to the outside, Give Me a Little Kiss with Montauk Miss. And after a very awkward getaway, the trailer is Little Hidden Gem. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. The favorites going hot and heavy around the far turn run. The leader is Our Little Secret, and Edgar Zayas a length and a quarter. Love and Lemons is the nearest pursuer second. 6 clear of Bright Venezuelan third. Mo Madness set down for the drive while fourth with a quarter of a mile left to go. It's Our Little Secret at 4 to 5 off the turn, 2 on top. Love and Lemons is there second. 3 back to Bright Venezuelan third with an eighth of a mile left to go. Our Little Secret is no secret today. She's 4 to 5 and she's a gate to wire winner. Our Little Secret and Edgar Zayas coast to coast. Their turf debut is a winning one. They won by 5 in the end. Love and Lemons was second. Bright Venezuelan was third, and Little Hidden Gem ran home for fourth in 55 and 3. Number 4, Our Little Secret, bred to take to the turf, and her breeding kicked in as she went gate to wire on the class drop, winning under jockey Edgar Zayas for trainer Ralph Zadie and the Black and White Express of Averill Racing Stable. Second, number 2, Love and Lemons. Third was number 6, Bright Venezuela. To the second race now, a 2-year-old event. First finish line in use at 4.5 furlongs. Maidens of the special weight variety. Scratch number 7, Lucky to Be in America. A field of 6. The favorite was the 2, Benji. And they're off. Step slow was Banco Negro. A step quick was Cajun Firecracker, who fires right to the front. Her barn buddy, Mardi Gras Girl, moves up alongside. Shasta Moon broke running, but Gonzalez has to take her in hand with Benji moving up on the outside. And at the back, Rosas for Jimmy and Banco Negro. They leave the backstretch and move around the far turn with the lead. Mardi Gras Girl in front to half a length. Benji 3 wide. Cajun Firecracker between horses. 4 wide is Banco Negro. At the rail, Shasta Moon, and Rosas for Jimmy is last, but all 6 in with a chance. The only one who's not responding is the favorite, Benji, who's now dropped to second last as the Yates pair continue to throw it down. On the outside, it's Cajun Firecracker overhauling Mardi Gras Girl for the top. Shasta Moon is back to third outside, and Banco Negro 3/16 to go. If you're Shady Brook Farm, you're pretty happy as 2 2-year-olds kick on past the rest of the field with Cajun Firecracker leading Mardi Gras Girl to the wire. Cajun Firecracker to do it by a length and a half. Mardi Gras Girl was second ahead of Shasta Moon third, then Benji and Banco Negro. Trainer Michael Yates had the runner-up in yesterday's 2-year-old race. He had the runner-up in this race as well. The only problem is, it wasn't a problem. He had the winner as well, as this horse has run 1-2. Cajun Firecracker, the colt, comes away with the victory over the filly Mardi Gras Girl in today's second race. Nick Warres rode the daughter of Cajun Breeze for Shady Brook Farm and Mike Yates.
Welcome to my playground.
OBS April, the 2-year-old source to the world, with Grade 1 stakes winners, including Mind Your Biscuits, impressive hero of the $2 million Dubai Golden Shaheen, Grade 1 stakes winning millionaire Sharp Azteca, and Grade 1 stakes winning filly La Coronel. Find your next Grade 1 winner at the OBS Spring Sale of 2-year-old, April 24th through 27th. Undertack previews are April 16th through 21st. OBS, we measure success by performance.
Back now for the third race of the afternoon. 5 furlongs over the turf. Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. Scratch the 10, Little Meatball. A field of 9. Favorites were 3, Billy the Bull, and 9, Zeus Oda. And they're off. The favorite, Billy the Bull, the first to break the line. Small Fortune sent along from the rail. Run for the Woods, 3 wide. Zeus Odin, 4 wide. It's a four-way go for the early lead. They've opened 4 on Monday Pirate, who's away racing in 5th at the inside in Starship Mars. Then Very Colorful, followed by 5th Avenue Flash. And Starship Frontier is last of all as they fly to the far turn. With the advantage now, Zeus Odin and Abby Medina set off the pace a bit, and they now have the lead by a length and a quarter. Billy the Bull is second. Run for the Woods is third. Small Fortune fourth. Followed by Sunday Pirate, or Monday Pirate, then at the inside Starship Mars. From the outside and Very Colorful as they run for home. 21-1 for the opening quarter time. The leader is Zeus Odin. Billy the Bull back for more on the outside. Second, 3 back to the rail in Starship Mars. Late run from Very Colorful in deep stretch. Billy the Bull now has a narrow lead. Small Fortune re-rallies on his outside. Late run from Starship Mars. Here's Small Fortune getting up. Small Fortune in time. Billy the Bull second. Zeus Odin was third. Fourth, Starship Mars in 55-2.
Number 2, Small Fortune, was part of a very contentious early pace, dropped back and re-rallied for the score under jockey Nick Juarez for trainer Ruben Gracita and owner Anthony DePaula. Second 3, Billy the Bull. Third was the 9, Zeus Odin. On out of the 4th race of the day, maiden claimers at 7 furlongs over the main track. Claiming price here was $20,000. Scratch the 1, Copon, a field of 6. The favorite was the 7, Jubilant.
And they're off. And Tapate Claire reared at the start. She's 6 or 7 lengths last. It was a good start for Rochella, who's heading off for the early lead. Lucille Bull has some speed. Up on the outside, it's Jubilant. From between that pair, Tajaliha. Gap of 3 to Lady Player, who's off the speed today. And 5 in front of Tapate Claire. Down the backstretch they go. And with the advantage, Rochella and Luca Panici a half a length in front. Lucille Bull on the outside is second. Jubilant is third. Tajaliha is now fourth. 2 back to Lady Player in fifth. And the trailer is Tapate Claire. They run to the half-mile point at 9-2. Rochella puts up the numbers and leads the way a length and a quarter. From second and Lucille Bull, working 5 or 6 lengths ahead of the rest as Lady Player improves with an inside lane, getting around both Jubilant and Tajaliha. Tapate Claire is last. Rochella, less than 3 furlongs left to go. She has this to throw away. She's opened a 3-length lead on Lucille Bull, who's trying to take up the slack again second, well clear of Lady Player third. So the top 2 appear to decide things with a quarter of a mile left to go. Rochella still has a 4-length head start on Lucille Bull, who's set down by Luis Sanchez second, 4 clear of Lady Player third, 3/16 from the money. Rochella 2.5 clear. Lucille Bull is game and trying to make some impression, but she's not, as Rochella's still there. It's 9-2. It's Luca Panici. It's Rochella. Gate to wire. Rochella will win it with no serious threat. She won it by 5 in the end. Lucille Bull was second, third was Lady Player, and fourth was Tapate Claire.
A major class drop was just what the doctor ordered for number 3, Rochella, who found herself up front in the early stages and drew away while never facing a serious threat under Luca Panici, trainer Kiko D'Angelo, and P&G Stables, who also bred the daughter of Turbo Compressor right here in Florida. We move now to the 5th race of the afternoon and the leadoff leg of the Rainbow Six. Maiden claimers at 1 mile over the main track. Price tag here was $16,000. Scratch the 6, 7, and the 10. 7 to the gate. The favorite was the 8, Flirty.
And they're off. Good start toward the inside for Charming Emmy. Meanwhile, in the center, Tumbling Dice veered to the outside as Flirty comes away with speed, and so does Hannah Catherine and Tiki Taka. Frozen Queen is being sent forward at the rail. As we look for an early lead, we'll find it held by Frozen Queen, who leads the way a half a length. Tiki Taka second. On the outside, Hannah Catherine is now third from Flirty, who's racing in fourth. Charming Emmy down at the inside is fifth, followed by Hot Hippie, who's second last, and the trailer is Tumbling Dice. 23-3 for a sharp opening quarter speed. And up front, the leader, Frozen Queen, by a neck. Tiki Taka getting a good run of it second. Hannah Catherine is third. At the rail, Charming Emmy is fourth, racing ahead of Flirty, who's back to fifth. 3 back to Hot Hippie, who's trying to quicken. And the trailer remains Tumbling Dice. And the leader remains Frozen Queen. Past the half mile, Frozen Queen has the lead by a neck. Tiki Taka draws alongside second. Nick Juarez and Charming Emmy going into the clear for a run third. The favorite is in a lot of hot trouble here as Hot Hippie improves at the inside to take fourth ahead of Flirty and Hannah Catherine. Tumbling Dice has played no role as they went through the opening half mile in 47 seconds flat. Tiki Taka has the lead. She'll have to fend off the rally from Charming Emmy on the outside, and these two shoulder to shoulder for a quarter of a mile more. Working ahead of Frozen Queen, back to fourth and Hot Hippie. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. Charming Emmy now sticks her neck in front of Tiki Taka. Frozen Queen is third. Back to fourth and Hot Hippie. There's now an eighth of a mile left to go, and Juarez keeps Charming Emmy to business. She leads the way a half a length. Tiki Taka fighting on gamely second. It's a gap of 3 to Hot Hippie third. Charming Emmy almost there, but Tiki Taka comes back for more inside. Here's Tiki Taka at Charming Emmy. Tiki Taka's back for more, and Tiki Taka wins. Charming Emmy was second, Frozen Queen third, Hot Hippie fourth.
Big time battle inside the final quarter of a mile in today's fifth race, with number 2 Charming Emmy coming away with the lead, but number 4 Tiki Taka came away with the win as she battled back for the score, giving Turbo Compressor his second winner as a sire. P&G Stables get a double as a breeder and an owner. Francisco D'Angelo for a double as they won the fourth. They come right back in the fifth. The only difference, Miguel Vasquez on board, the daughter of Turbo Compressor here.
Go Zipper is pulling away. Go Zipper blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Awesome again has won. Go Zipper kicking clear. Julie the Beauty.
Back now for race number 6 on the program. Start of today's late pick 5, 1 mile over the turf. Claimers in for a price tag of $25,000. Scratch the 13 Panama Papers. Leonel Reyes on the 8, Maryland Pride. A field of 12 and a completely wide open betting race.
Clean beginning. From the outside, Sahara Storm is being ridden to get over and get to the lead. And Sahara Storm now takes a narrow advantage, moving to challenges Flow Motion. And Flow Motion and Sahara Storm land 1-2. Away in third is Fast Fact with Fior Cliss for company down toward the rail. Then it's a trio, including Wigwam Summer, Maryland Pride, and Snicker. They've dropped about 4.5 lengths off the pace setter. Moving out the rail, that's Robusto. He's about 5 lengths behind. On his outside is Snicker, who's now shuffled back a place. A length and a half to Lookin' Forever with Admiral's Cove on his outside. 2 back to Cotton 2, and Royalston is last of all as they roll into the backstretch. Up front, Nick Juarez and Flow Motion lead the way by an Sahara Storm on the press second. Racing in third in a good tracking spot is Maryland Pride. Then at the inside, Fior Cliss. From between horses, that's Fast Fact. Length and a half back to Snicker at the rail and Wigwam Summer. Robusto trying to angle for racing room under Luca Panici, kept outside in Admiral's Cove. Then Looking Forever toward the rail ahead of Royalston and Cotton 2 as they leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. 47 and 1 for the opening half-mile speed. Flow Motion has the lead. Sahara Storm continues to apply pressure. Racing third and starting to quicken up a bit is Maryland Pride. From between horses, Robusto on the far outside and Snicker. As they run to the top of the stretch, these top two continue to go on. With the lead, Flow Motion, Sahara Storm set down by Jonathan Gonzalez. Maryland Pride, 3 wide and on the outside third with an eighth of a mile left to go. Sahara Storm forges to a narrow lead. Maryland Pride tries to pick him up when it matters, but Sahara Storm is clear. Drawing away stable and Bobby DeMota with Sahara Storm on top by 2. Up second was Maryland Pride, Flow Motion third at 1:33 and 3.
Jockey Jonathan Gonzalez gets back to the Gulfstream Park winner's circle after a trip back home to Peru. He gets the score aboard 11, Sahara Storm, for trainer Bobby DeBona and the drawing away stable. 8, Maryland Pride second, 1, Flow Motion ran third. To the 7th race now, time to sprint on turf at 5 furlongs. These are maiden special weight runners. Scratch number 2, Miss Deplorable, field of 7. Favorite was the 3, Our Happy Ending.
And they're off. From the outside, Whip Me Into Shape away well. The favorite, Our Happy Ending, has speed from the inside. Heidi Ho and Saranda also on the top flight with expectant entry at the rail. Gap of 2 to Chris is ready, and the trailer is Warm Summer Wind. They pass the half-mile mark and swing to the far turn. Edgard Zayas and Our Happy Ending have the inside edge and a very narrow lead. On the outside, Heidi Ho keeps the pressure on second. Saranda in stride from third, only 3 lengths off the lead. A gap of 2.5 to whip me into shape. Then Expect an Entry, who's 3 better than Chris is ready with warm summer wind at the back as they run past the quarter-mile pole. Look out for Saranda. She's got horses she's put into the clear to make a charge. Our Happy Ending off the turn with the advantage. Heidi Ho's second. Saranda's on the outside third. Zayas trying to get another 16th more from Our Happy Ending with Saranda lunging late. It's Our Happy Ending in front. Saranda one more time, but the wire will come in time. Our Happy Ending, home safe. Saranda was second, third Heidi Ho, then Whip Me Into Shape and Expect an Entry.
Number 3, Our Happy Ending, goes gate to wire in today's 7th race. Had a threat late with Saranda, but held on for the score, giving Edgard Zayas his second winner of the day, Ralph Zadie his second winner of the day. The ownership group is comprised of K. Lauren Racing, Silver Oak Stables, CCF Racing Stable of Clark Freeman, and Rich Averill's Averill Racing Stable. Rich had 3 winners on the Florida program, as he also won the feature race today across the state. On now to race number 8 on the card, the 8th race, the start of the late pick 3, 6 furlongs over the main track. Claimers in for a $12,500 price tag. Scratch the 7, Get Go. Abby Medina rides the 3, Time Will Tell. And the favorite was the 4, African Chief.
And they're off. Good start for Uncle Mace. Good start from the inside for Dreamy Martini, who's going to try to go with that rival early on. From the favorite African Chief, who will sit third. Outside of him is the fellow Gray Sal's Jet. 3 back to Time Will Tell, and the back marker is Kid's Kid, as they're paired off up front, 2x2 to the half-mile point, with David Baracco and Uncle Mace in front by a head. Dreamy Martini is second. Sal's Jet ready to strike, 3 wide third. African Chief is bottled up. He'll need some place to go, but he's very much in the hunt. He's 3 lengths clear of Time Will Tell, and Kid's Kid is last. 23 seconds for the opening quarter speed. There's less than 3 furlongs to go. 3 across the course here, might be 4 across soon, as African Chief was put into the clear. And now these 4 sprint to the top of the stretch. 3 wide Sal's Jet, 4 wide African Chief. Dreamy Martini with the inside edge in the 2-path and Uncle Mace as they run for home. 46-2 for the opening half mile. Sal's Jet comes away with the lead. Dreamy Martini cuts the corner and tries to stay on. Far outside an African Chief with 1/8 of a mile left to go. It's Sal's Jet and Jaramillo with the advantage. African Chief trying to press past. Here's a late run from Time Will Tell. They come to the finish. Sal's Jet has the lead. It will be Sal's Jet in front. Time Will Tell is going to get second ahead of African Chief third. Dreamy Martini ran fourth.
Number 6, Sal's Jet responds to the barn change and the brief pressuring to get a 2-1 victory in today's 8th race under jockey Amisael Jaramillo for trainer Victor Barboza Jr. and the Honors Stable Corporation. 3, Time Will Tell rolled home to get second ahead of the 4, African Chief, who ran third. Time for commercial timeout. Still to come, the Friday feature. Pure Sensation faces 7 rivals right after this.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success from the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park. Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
Back now for race number 9 on the program, the Friday feature race at 5 furlongs on turf. Allowance optional claiming horses, a field of 8 with the scratch of the main track only, Harry He. All eyes on the very classy son of Sensational, number 4, Pure Sensation.
And they're off. The favorite, Pure Sensation, the first to break the line. Focus on Me moves to challenge from second. At the rail, Moonwalker away in the top flight. These 3 quickest. From the outside, that's Storming My Way into the vanguard. In fact, Storming My Way is up to a joint second. From the far outside, it's Mongo Nation. Then in between horses, Shoshone Brave. Captain Gogan is second last, and Fireman Oscar last of all, as Focus on Me gets clear. It's Focus on Me in front to the far turn, 3 parts of a length. Storming My Way is second. Pure Sensation had to tap on the brakes. He's hemmed in traffic toward the rail third. Up on the outside in Mongo Nation, then back to Shoshone Brave fifth ahead of Captain Gogan. Fireman Oscar and Moonwalker at the back as they run for home. With the advantage, it's Focus on Me. He's the one to beat off the turn. Pure Sensation still bottled up at the fence. On the outside and Storming My Way. Late run coming from Mongo Nation with 1/8 of a mile left to go. And Focus on Me still the target. Focus on Me a length and a half. Pure Sensation into the clear with time running out. Fireman Oscar coming on late. Focus on Me. Pure Sensation a final lunge. Focus on Me. won it. Focus on Me beats the big favorite Final Sensation in 55-1.
Tough trip for the comebacker Pure Sensation, who has to settle for second as number 6, Focus on Me, was given some attention at the windows as he was half of his morning line, and he went all the way to give jockey Amise Al Jaramillo his second winner of the day. This one for champion equine and trainer David Brady. Second 4, Pure Sensation. Third was the 1, Moonwalker. 10th and final race now over the turf at 1 mile. Maiden claimers in for $50,000. Scratch the 1 and 5. Raylu Gutierrez rides number 7, Lady and Me. A field of 10. Favorites were 4, Flash Me Not, and 11, Muchacha Uno.
And runners away. Good start for Flash Me Not, a good start for Mineshaft Madness, and Muchacha Uno's going to try to get over in very tight in the early stages, and right on heels is Chosen Wisely, far outside Top Dollar Nana. They really sort themselves out. Chosen Wisely had no choice but to muscle through horses, and Panici has her keyed up and on near the lead alongside first-timer Mineshaft Madness. Out 3 wide, Top Dollar Nana follows with Flash Me Not and Muchacha Uno. Then comes Star Dancing. It's a gap of 3 to Lady and Me. She's about 9 lengths off the lead, and 2.5 clear first-timer Lady Cavalier. Then it's a gap of 3 to 3 questions, and the early trailer is Cousin New York Faye. Down the backstretch they go. The quarter time was 23-2 as they race to the final half mile. With the advantage, it's Mineshaft Madness and Jonathan Gonzalez in front by a neck. On the outside, Chosen Wisely is there second. Racing third is Top Dollar Nana toward the rail and Flash Me Not. Alongside her is the favorite Muchacha Uno. She'll need some place to go. 4 wide is Star Dancing. First-timer Lady Cavalier begins to move up for Edgard Zayas, racing ahead of 3 questions. Then Lady and Me as they round the far turn. 47-1 for the opening half mile, and Mineshaft Madness bidding to make all here at 16-1. Turns for home on top. From second, and the whip out on Flash Me Not. Muchacha Uno is next. 3 questions, winds it up with Lady Cavalier, but at the 8th pole, the leader is still Mineshaft Madness. Mineshaft Madness now by 4. Flash Me Not's going to try to hold on to second, then Muchacha Uno and 3 questions, but as they come to the wire, it's a debut win for the daughter of Mineshaft. Mineshaft Madness in front. Second was Muchacha Uno. Third is close, maybe 3 questions over Flash Me Not.
Jockey Jonathan Gonzalez notches his second winner of the afternoon as first-time starter Mineshaft Madness takes him all the way. For trainer Ralph Nix and owners Mary Thomas and Kennesaw Mountain Racing. The daughter of Mineshaft well prepared to go around the ground in her career debut. Second, 11, Muchacha Uno. Third was number 2, 3 questions. No winners in the high five. More than 2,000 gets carried to tomorrow's card. Also carried over in the Rainbow Six. We had multiple winning wagers today. The jackpot pool tomorrow starts at more than $270,000.
And that wraps up today. We're so happy you got to join us here at Gulfstream Park. We'll see you back here tomorrow. We have 12 races coming up for Saturday racing at Gulfstream. Can't wait to see you there.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you.